Well, good morning, everyone. We are tracking a winter storm making its way across the central parts of the country into the eastern parts of the U.S. and the mid-Atlantic. We have winter storm warnings spanning anywhere from the middle of the country all the way into parts of the area. Let's take this full, excuse me. We are talking winter storm warnings in effect for parts of the area. This is going to go from anywhere from Kansas all the way into Washington. For a moment, I'm going to pause on this so you can see this as I take a little breather. Right now, we are talking winter storm warnings in effect for the eastern shore, northern neck, and middle peninsula. Winter weather advisories, though, are in that purple, and that spans the peninsula, eastern shore, and down to the south side. Now, the two cities that are not included in this winter weather advisory are going to be Norfolk and Virginia Beach. Right now, we're talking Chesapeake, Suffolk, all included in this system for that winter weather advisory. And in those areas, we could see some snowfall up to about maybe an inch, some isolated 2 inches if we do have that heavier wet snow. Another city not included in this is Portsmouth as well. So the 3 cities in the 7 cities not included in this winter weather advisory are Portsmouth, Virginia Beach, and Norfolk. In the pink color, a winter storm warning. In those areas, we could see snowfall totals up to about 2 to 6 inches. And that's where the temperatures will be the coldest as we get over the next 48 hours. So a weather alert day goes into effect this evening. This is why. So from tonight through Monday, we're expecting a wintry mix, which means we could see anything from wet snow to sleet to cold rain. And that could cause some minor travel impacts. And that is mainly because tomorrow is a big day, back to school, back to work for a lot of us. So during this time, make sure that you are taking your time, giving yourself extra couple of minutes to really get out on the roads, because we're going to have an increased volume of people on the roads as we return back to normal from the holidays. So during this time, what you can do is download the 13 News Now Plus app. It will give you alerts sent straight to your phone, so you know exactly when we're talking about some more impactful weather, especially starting this evening. But the good news is we are starting daybreak tomorrow at 4 a.m. so that you can wake up early with us, track the snow with me and Craig as we continue to watch this winter storm brewing. So the big news is what everybody's been waiting for. What are those snowfall forecast totals? Right now, we are talking anything from a trace, so that means a dusting, up to 1 inch in that light blue color. So south side down to the Virginia, North Carolina border. As you get up into the peninsula, maybe an inch or 2, especially in places like Newport-News, Williamsburg. We have taken down the snowfall totals for the northern neck, the eastern shore, and the middle peninsula, now down to about 2 to 5 inches of snowfall, with higher amounts as you go north. Now, we have a lot of friends who do live in places like DC and Richmond. Their snowfall totals will be higher, anywhere from 6 inches plus in DC. And in central Virginia, they'll be dealing with the potential for some ice. Now, this is right now what the icing potential looks like across our small viewing area at this moment. This takes you through Monday morning into Monday afternoon. And as you see, really the icing is going to be west of Richmond, getting closer to places like Farmville and western Virginia. So we'll watch for the potential for some really hazardous conditions there. But you may be wondering, okay, you're talking about snow, you're talking about winter weather, but it's sunny outside. We're going to start off on a very sunny note for us as we begin your Sunday. Temperatures this morning, though, on the colder side, we are in the middle to upper 20s, will rise to the lower 40s by the afternoon. But satellite and radar for us shows that we're only dealing with a few clouds in the area. And as you spread it out, most of the East Coast is actually very quiet. High pressure is in control for us, and that will continue to show us that sunshine. But we will have clouds moving in later as this winter storm approaches. Look at the mess it's making in places like Kansas and Missouri. Widespread snowfall into Wichita all the way up through Lawrence, Kansas, and Kansas City. In Kansas City yesterday, they had so much ice on the roads that I saw videos of 18-wheelers sliding across the highway, and even the Kansas City Chiefs could not take off the ground in their airplane to go to their football game for today's game because of the hazardous conditions on the tarmac. So we're going to see some of these impacts not as severe or significant as the midsection of the country, but we are expecting that same winter storm to make its way our direction tonight. So let's walk you through again a little bit of what we're expecting. Winter storm warnings in effect for the northern neck, middle peninsula, eastern shore. Winter weather advisories for the south side, excluding Portsmouth, Norfolk, and Virginia Beach. Continuing through the rest of your day, we'll see increased cloud cover by about 2 p.m. This is where we're going to start to see that transition over from sunshine to cloudiness, and that cloudiness makes way for those flurries and the opportunity for some sleet. So taking this graphic full so you guys can see exactly what we're talking about, I'm taking it very slowly through our in-house model. This is the graph. This is only like about one of 3 or 4 models that we use to really analyze the situation. We'll go through all 4 of the models so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, and you can cross compare, because when it comes to weather, it's always great to get as many solutions and ideas as possible to come to a joint consensus. So for Sunday evening, right around 6:15, 6:30, the sleet is in purple. The bluish white color, that's going to be your wet snow. That starts around 6:15. That's for Richmond, Wakefield, Emporia. The snow almost follows this border of the Virginia, North Carolina border, where most of the activity for winter weather will stay north of the state line. We're talking widespread wet snow from anywhere, Virginia Beach through Norfolk, all the way up into Tappahannock and West Point. Now the peninsulas, again, you have the coldest temperatures. Remember, the atmosphere has to be at or below 32 degrees for us to see snow at the surface. So the peninsulas still staying up in those upper 20s will have the highest potential of seeing that over and over potential for snowfall across the area tonight through the day on Monday. Norfolk, Virginia Beach, parts of the south side may be just a little too warm to see that. But more sleet coming down through early Monday morning. That pink color is going to be your freezing rain. So that's rain that freezes on contact with very cold surfaces or surfaces at or below 32 degrees. That freezing rain will not make its way to our area just because those temperatures will be slightly too warm for that, but we will have a very cold rain. That takes you through the heart of the commute. So make sure, again, you are taking your time. You give yourself an extra couple of minutes to really get going tomorrow morning, because it will be heavier traffic, plus you're battling winter weather and cold rain on top of that. This is Monday around lunchtime. Widespread cold rain. Temperatures tomorrow, because a warm front will roll through, will be in the middle to upper 40s. That's still below normal for this time of year by about 5 to 10 degrees, but with the temperatures in the 40s, that will make the winter weather transition over into that very cold rain. So cold rain continues through lunchtime, and then we'll get a little bit of a lull during the afternoon, and we'll still see cloudy conditions, but we won't be dealing with any precipitation just for a couple of hours. But as that low pressure system strengthens offshore, then we will see wraparound snow showers and a few rain showers as this system pulls away from our coastline. So 8 p.m. Monday through about 10 to 11 p.m., we'll see the last bits of some snowfall that will add on to our totals for snowfall overall. By Tuesday morning, as you're heading into work and taking those kids to school, will be cold and breezy. Temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s, but we will have wind gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. So I'm feeling more like the lower 20s as you step out the door on Tuesday. Now, the problem with having this slushy mess on Sunday night into the day on Monday and having temperatures on Tuesday below freezing is that we have the potential to see this stuff refreeze. So Tuesday morning temperatures in the 20s will make those conditions favorable for refreezing or flash freeze on the roads and the sidewalks on Tuesday morning. So be super careful. But once temperatures rise back above freezing as we get into Tuesday afternoon, then we'll start to see some of that stuff melt during the day on Tuesday. So we are really watching for this potential of this freeze, but also for sleet, snow, and cold rain starting tonight through Monday night. Now, when is the last time we've had any type of snowfall? This has been a few years. It's been 1,072 days since we've seen snowfall. I know a lot of us are anticipating it. If we get any measurable snow at the Norfolk International Airport, this would snap the streak. It's likely that we'll see at least a little bit of snowfall. Now, will it measure up as we get into the next few days? It all depends on if those ground temperatures are really going to be at freezing. Then we'll start to see that accumulation. But we have a good chance of snapping that streak starting tonight into the morning tomorrow. Again, we're going to be walking through this winter weather impact with you early on daybreak tomorrow morning, starting at 4 a.m. earlier than usual as this winter storm brews to our west and makes its way our direction overnight tonight. Again, this winter storm right now is well out into Oklahoma City and Kansas. And as you see, Kansas City is still getting a lot of snow in their general area down the I-35 and I-49 corridors, seeing some sleet on the south side of the city, lots of snow in the metro and the north side of the city. This extends all the way out into places like St. Louis and now in the southern parts of Illinois, Indiana, and now Kentucky as well, as they're starting to see a lot of snow starting to pile in. For us here in the Mid-Atlantic, we are staying dry for now and actually very sunny for the moment, but we'll transition over into winter weather by this evening time. Again, another look at those snowfall totals. South side, you're going to see some minimal impacts, anything from a trace to maybe up to an inch, but a lot of that wet snow will transition into a cold rain as temperatures rise above freezing during the afternoon on Monday. For the peninsulas, your temperatures may hover right around freezing, maybe a touch or two warmer. So you'll see the highest potential for wet snow into some sleet during the day on Monday, and then transitioning over into a cold rain as temperatures get back into those middle to upper 30s. But peninsulas, specifically the peninsula and the southern parts of the eastern shore, we're talking anything from about 1 to 2 inches of snowfall. Northern neck, eastern shore, middle peninsula, we're talking 2 to 5 inches. So not the biggest winter storm we've seen here across coastal Virginia, but still snow nonetheless. And again, those impacts are going to be mainly for the travel conditions on Monday. I will say I was out on the roads last night and VDOT is on it. They've already salted the roads on 264, so they're definitely prepared for that incoming winter weather. But this weather alert day runs from this evening through Monday morning, and it's because we're watching for that wintry mix that could create some minor travel impacts, as added on to the fact that we're going to have heavier traffic in general because people are heading back to work and back to school on Monday morning for the new year. So again, download that 13 News Now Plus app. We send alerts straight to your phone so you know exactly when we're breaking down the forecast again, when we'll have any winter weather alerts or any impacts on the roads tomorrow morning. Again, we start daybreak tomorrow at 4 a.m. So you can wake up with us early as Craig and I and Cheryl as well. We track the weather and the roads to make sure you know exactly what you need to know before heading out the door for work and school tomorrow morning. Meteorologist Hunter Forrest will be back on here this evening to give you another look at what to expect. Chief Meteorologist Tim Pandages will be in later tonight as well, so you guys can also get the most up-to-date information about the brewing winter storm here for us in coastal Virginia. Again, not the biggest storm we've ever seen, but still impacts nonetheless. For more on what to expect here across Hampton Roads and northeastern North Carolina, head to 13newsnow.com. We have a full discussion laying out everything you need to know about the storm, or download our 13 News Now Plus app on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV today so you can re-watch newscasts in case you miss anything. We'll see you later on this evening.